There's three aspects of getting better with a herniated disc. And too often people want to focus on 1 and 2, and maybe the subsets of 1 and 2. The first thing is that you have to have education. The difference between John, who's got a herniated disc at 4-5 and 5S1, and Sophia, that has 3 bulges at similar sort of levels, is that John got better because he didn't mess himself up every single day. You're tripping yourself up so many times in so many ways. And I think Lily, in her comment earlier about having a herniated disc after pregnancy, after childbirth, like you realize, she's hopefully realizing right now, like, God, there's so many things I'm doing where I'm like, man, I'm just messing this disc up. I'm putting more strain on this herniated disc. Like, so much of the reason you don't get better is because you're doing things that you don't even realize are a problem. And so that's why education is so important. You live with you for 168 hours of the week. And so if you're not giving guidance on how to live in that period, principles, neutral spine, that kind of stuff, then you're just going to keep messing yourself up. And what is an hour visit to your osteopath or your chiropractor, or even half an hour of exercise a day? What is that going to do to offset if you're just going away and just continually undermining the progress that you're making? Very, very important. Now, I use the example on one of the comments today. I said, imagine you've got some guys coming around to renovate the house. And they do the work, they build the wall, they do the plastering, they start putting the electrician. And every night you go and take a sledgehammer and you just smash things to pieces. That's the equivalent of what so many people are doing. And then they go, well, why is the renovation not complete? Why are we running late? Why have I still not got a house that's fixed? Well, John, it's because every night when we do all the work, you come in and you just smash it all to pieces and we have to start again from ground up. And so that's something to really think about, the education. And then the two parts of doing is the relief-based work, core relief work. And that is things that relieve the stress and strain on the lower back. They take pressure off, right? That's your bed decompression, your towel decompression, your lower body stretching, done with a neutral spine, your contrast bathing, a little bit of walking. We touched on swimming earlier. Things that relieve the stress and strain on the lower back that do not violate the neutral spine and do not make the underlying problem worse. Very important. And they all have either direct or indirect benefits to the lumbar spine. Your treatment could also come under that category, by the way. Maybe you have IDD, or maybe you have laser, or maybe you have an osteopath or chiropractor or physio that does some elements of treatment on you. That would come under that category as well. And then you've got your rehab. Make no mistake, the rehab is the stuff that gets you better. This is what we would call the core 5, or in the program, it's the core phase 1, 2, 3, and 4, the exercises that you're doing there to objectively rebuild strength and stability into that spine, directly into that disc that's herniated, directly into those L4-5 and L5-S1 segments of the lumbar spine. That is measurable, that is progressible. That's what gets you better. So those three things: education, rehab, and relief work. You do that, you're going to do well.